if a hidden immunity idol is played, then any votes cast against that person do not count, and the person with the next highest number of votes would be voted out. This is not.
This, however, is not.
This is not.
This is not a hidden immunity idol.
Hello. Welcome back. This is Not a Hidden Immunity Idol podcast, episode 2 for us, going on episode 3 of this season 43 of Survivor. It's just going to be me today. I am Jared. I'm one of the hosts here. But yeah, it's just me today, solo podding it out. So this should be a fairly short and quick one. This is very much so a better late than never episode. Coming at you early in the day on Survivor Wednesday, recapping last week's episode. But, you know, life happens. We got things going on. But, you know, we'll definitely try and be on time from here on out, I guess you'll say. But it doesn't matter. Whatever. We here. We're getting to it. We're recording. I'm going to get my game off, right? I'm looking to drop however many, 81 on my Kobe shit on this app. But yeah, let's get right into it. Episode 3 started to heat up a little bit. I'm not even going to lie. You know, I enjoyed it a little bit, right? We start off, I know last week our big thing was, where are the schemers, right? Where are the people looking to lie, cheat, and steal their way to victory? Not so much playing it extra, you know, for lack of a better word, soft, right? Trying to be noble and honorable. And right off the gate, we get that from our folks on the yellow team. Yes, I'm going to refer to them by color until I get these names down. Because honestly, the names are pretty stupid. So we're just going to go with yellow for right now. They kick off scheming on this man, Gabler, right? And I know last week, Tina had Gabler as her donkey of the week because of his just foolish moves. You know, I guess his team kind of feels the same way about him, because they start off scheming, trying to make him believe that his immunity idol is dead. You know, they're trying to figure out, is he even paying attention? Because like I said, I guess they figured he was truly the donkey. And, you know, Sammy, right? He pulls the ultimate double scheme and goes to Gabler and tells him that Ellie is going into his bag and looking for his stuff. Good play by Sammy. And, you know, I said it last week, I think Sammy has the potential to win, but he's target, you know, 1 or 2 in the grand scheme of things, right? Him and Ryan, if they make it to the merge, folks are going to be gunning for them immediately. So it's one of those things where, like, I love to see the gameplay from Sammy while he's still in the game, because he's a physical threat. He's a, you know, smart dude, and he's clearly also got that schemer in him, which I love to see. But yeah, he goes and schemes the scheme. So, you know, I guess a sidebar, right, while we're talking about this, what the fuck is going on with Janine's chin? Like, honestly, what's going on with the chin? Did she, like, when did she scrape this chin? Is it a scrape? I don't know what it is. Is it some, I don't even know what could have gotten at that chin. But it's been busted up, honestly, I think since the first day. Did she bang it on the way in? I don't know. This is just something I noticed, and I had marked down because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on there. But anyway, right. So we get back into it, and I'm going to get into her later as well, but Ellie thinks that Gabler is just in the dark, right? And she's the main one leading this scheme against him. And Ellie, I'm just not a fan, right? And again, I'm gonna get into her a little bit more, but she is not a fan. I am not a fan. She comes in trying to get Gabler with some bogus story about, honestly don't even, it's been so long, I don't even remember what it was about, what she was saying to him. But all I remember is, what the fuck is she talking about? Oh, she pretty much tries to like position it like, yeah, we can use your real idol that's dead now to make fake immunity idols or something of that nature, or like we can use the beads from it to make like bracelets or something. Like what? Again, it was the most bogus story, excuse. Wasn't good, wasn't strategic at all. I don't even know what this chick was thinking. Honestly, like, come on. Really, you got to come a little bit harder than that. This man would have literally had to have been completely clueless, completely just in the dark, dummy, not paying attention at all, not reading the details of his note. And for her to just assume that, again, just an idiot, right? Like, I can't even, and shit, little did she know, Sammy had already, went behind her and told Gabler anyway. So even if he didn't know, he was aware at that point. But, he let it be known that he was aware of it, right? So, Ellie, nice try, but you suck. Now we move over to the blue team, and we almost had another dummy moment, right, from Carla herself. She finds this Beware advantage, and then puts it back, right? Like, okay, that makes sense, right? You find the Beware advantage, unlike my boy over on the red squad, Cody, who goes and he immediately just blindly opens the Beware advantage without even thinking twice about it. I'm glad to see she at least thought it over. And, me personally, I probably would put it back too. Like, yeah, again, it's one of those things where, yeah, you might call that playing it safe, but better safe than sorry, right? You don't want to end up losing that vote, in my opinion, right? Like that's an unnecessary risk, I feel like. That Beware advantage. I personally wouldn't touch it. I don't know how y'all feel. A lot of other people might say, nah, what are you out there for? If you're going to be playing it safe, playing it close to the vest, just take the risk, whatever, right? Like, I hear that argument for sure. But me personally, I just wouldn't touch it. I would put it back like she initially did. But, then she goes to James and starts talking to him and kind of asks him, like, if you found it, what would you do? And, he doesn't really give her an answer. And I guess in his non-answer, she found a moment of clarity and awakening somehow. So she goes back and opens it. And we saw, in episode 2, what the little challenge would be to have to, complete in order to not lose your vote and get that idol. And I'm not gonna lie, she smokes it, right? Like, she does a good job. She does make up a ton of BS stories for everybody, but it was funny just seeing, those BS stories work. And she pretty much made up, different ones for everyone else. Unlike Cody, who was using the same story about him wanting to make that hat and he needs the beads, blase, blase. Carla's ability to make up those different BS stories and actually get the beads from everyone, pretty easily. That was impressive. I'd put Carla up there in my top 5 right now, honestly. Like, I could see her taking it. I could see her doing it. She appears to have a good grasp of the game, and she's pretty nondescript. And I think she's got a little bit of that killer in her when the time is going to come. Because we already see she's playing both sides of the fence. She's trying to, align herself, pretty much in the middle between two alliances on her tribe. So, I mean, we'll see how it plays out with that squad as they go along, and, because they haven't lost at this point. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen when they eventually lose, if they end up losing and having to go to tribal. But if they don't and they go to the merge, I mean, again, she's smack dab in the middle of that tribe, so she's looking like she's got that killer instinct, which I respect. Now we get into the immunity challenge, right? I don't have anything to speak on for the challenge itself. Baka, aka Yellow, I told you I'd get to the names at some point, right? I don't really remember them right now. So Baka, they come in first. Coco, aka Blue, I like Blue better, but whatever. They come in second, right? Another L for Vessi, aka Red. They stink. I mean, that's that's all there is to it at this point. They stink. They're not that good at these challenges. It kind of is what it is at this point. But at the end, Baka gets to choose some folks to go on a journey, right? So they ended up choosing Noelle, James, and Owen. And the three of these folks, they got to go up the mountain, hike up the mountain, and do the same thing that we saw Gabler, Carla, and what's my man's name? What's that dude's name? I can't even remember some of these folks still. Dwight. Same thing they did, where they have to go up, risk their vote, and while they're going up there, Noelle kicks it to James and Owen and kind of gives them the spiel of what's going on her tribe. And I guess this is something that they're playing for the future, but at some point, right, she just is able to convince them to allow her to get the advantage. Me personally, again, nah, like I'm not gonna let you just have it, right? We're gonna duke this out and see where it goes. Would I take the risk again? Probably not. So maybe in the end I would have ended up giving it to her anyway, because she was going to be willing to risk it, but we would have had to play the game, right? I personally don't know if I would have just given it up to her. I mean, again, I get it. You want to give it to her, be in her good graces as you go to the merge. So maybe it's a little bit of a strategy that way. But I don't know about it all in terms of that. Again, I'm thinking I would have just tried to thug it out and be like, yeah, we'll align, right? We'll align when we get to the merge, but you ain't just gonna have this one, right? We gonna play, and I'm gonna make you sweat a little bit. But yeah, they just give it to her for whatever reason. So I was a little squinty-eyed on that. We'll see. I mean, we'll see if the three of them end up reconnected on the merge. I don't know about Noelle. I don't know if she's... Again, I don't know. I can't tell about how she's playing this game. She talks a good game. But I don't really know, like, if I'm feeling what she's got going on at this point. Like, it's from a strategy perspective. But we'll see. We'll see what she's about. So she gets the steal a vote advantage. And I will say, right, on that, I'm talking about I don't really know about how she's playing this game strategy. I will say I will give her props for coming back and lying to her tribe and telling them she has nothing, right? That is the way you do it. You do not come back from whatever journey you go on, right, and tell the folks like Gabler did, yeah, I got an advantage now. I got an idol. Right? Who does that? That's like, I feel like that's Survivor 101. Again, it comes back to lying, cheating, stealing. That's the way to victory. They don't need to know. They're already going to be, in my opinion, they're already going to be suspicious of you, right? Because you went. So at that point, you might as well, some folks you might as well be honest and give it up. No, you might as well lie, right? And try to just ride out that suspicion anyway. I'm not just going to, give up that information if I don't have to. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm lying like she did. So I will say big ups to her for that. Because again, squinty-eyed on the way she's playing the game, but the fact that she pulled that, I can respect that move. And the only person she ends up telling is Dwight. So, I mean, from there it becomes the rest of the day who, again, what side is Jesse on, right? Where's he going? Who are they going to try to take out, right? Are him and Cody going to try to save NECA, who's their girl? Or is he going to kind of rock with Dwight and Noel and take out NECA and quote unquote keep the tribe strong? And ultimately, right, Noel doesn't play the advantage, and NECA ends up going home, right? But again, we're getting to the point where with this tribe, that strong shit goes out the fucking window, right? There ain't no keeping the tribe strong when you continue to take L's. Like, yeah, okay, y'all quote unquote got your weakest folks out now. Now what's up, right? Like, and that's what always kills me about Survivor. You get these musclehead, brickhead-esque people who want to get on here and talk about we got to be strong, we got to be strong. We've seen this time and time again, these strong tribes, right, who supposedly eliminate their weak, they continue to take L's. And once you take a certain number of L's, it does not matter, right? Like, it does not matter at all. Get these quote-unquote strong people out because you know what's coming next. It's that merge, or we're switching teams. So, in my opinion, this would have been the week for this Vesey tribe to take out a Cody or I think Jesse has the ability to win it, so I don't want to see him go home. But if they wanted to make a move, this should have been the week to do it. But I understand Noel not wanting to do that, I guess, because NECA wasn't even aligned with her. So it's one of those things where, like, well, I'm going to take you out just because naturally you're not aligned with me and it's coming down to me versus you. But yeah, and I don't even know, like, why. Honestly, I don't even know why Dwight's still in it, right? What does he do that's, what does he do well? I don't know. He's looking like a sitting duck to me, but we'll see what's up with them. So yeah, I mean, again, that was the episode in a nutshell, right? My donkey of the week this week, getting into donkey of the week, Ellie. I touched on it earlier. Complete bozo, right? Not only did she come up with one of the weakest stories, excuses to try and get Gabler to give up information, she actually bought it. She was dumb enough to actually think the little information that she said to him, it fooled him, right? And she is under the impression now that he does not know that his idol is still active. It's like, girl, there's no way you yourself are buying this, but she is, and it's gonna come back to bite her. She thinks she's the boss Donna. She thinks she's outsmarting everyone. It's like, little do you know, you're getting got on the back end of this. And not only, again, it comes down to your shit. Whatever you were saying was super weak, and you bought it. And now I'm thinking you need to get blindsided, right? That's what I'm rooting for at this point. So we'll see what happens tonight. But I'm thinking I need to see Ellie go home because I ain't feeling her. I'm not a fan. I think her strategy game is way off, right? And she pretty much, it comes down to she's not as good as she thinks she is. So yeah, I'm hoping when we come to you next episode, I'm talking about Ellie not even being on the, she's getting got, right? Because I think it's coming, because she's one of those alpha, brickhead-esque folks who just doesn't see it. right? She's not seeing it. And that, again, that shit she was saying was super weak. I wasn't impressed with it. So at the end of the day, Ellie, you are the donkey of the week. So yeah, I mean, again, this is a quick one this week just because today is Survivor Day and it is just me. So I just get to give my thoughts on the episode. Again, we're going to try to be a little bit better about timing going forward on these. But yeah, I mean, it's still, you can still tune in, check it out, hear me get my shit off. And yeah, just continue to tune in with us and rock out with us as we see how this season plays out. But it is starting to heat up. I enjoyed the way that this episode kind of took a turn, right? Based on the things that we've seen in the first two episodes, I was a little skeptical about how episode 3 would go, but it looks like it's starting to heat up a little bit. So I'm here rooting for more spice in episode 4. So we will see, and we will get back with y'all after episode 4, give you our thoughts, talk some more shit, have some more fun. All right. That's all I got this week. So y'all take it easy. Peace.